I don't think we're going to do a count-in. We're just going to jump right into it. How's everybody doing? Look at you guys. You look lovely. Howdy. Santana, how are you doing? This is the first time we've seen you on camera.
Yeah. I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Brilliant. I'm doing great. Like, my body is hurting. I'm sore all over, but I feel like I put in some work today, carrying huge boxes of books down 2 flights of stairs, up 3 flights of stairs. And
hey, Jonathan, you might doesn't look like you're on the Google Doc yet.
How do I get on there?
It's on the Patreon.
There's a link on the Patreon. You're actually looking at who is logged on to the Google Doc and who isn't?
I can see it has it up at the top. I can see who's in here.
You are amazing. Amazing. I'm going to try to pull up the grammar real quick just so I have it in case we need to reference it. This week was the first time that I opened Lambden's grammar. I'd never done anything in it, and I went on archive.org. And I think it would be fun to lead somebody through that, actually.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so my aunt, Lavina, has decided that she wants to learn biblical Hebrew. And in order to do it on the cheap, I think I'm going to suggest that she download Lambden and that we
Who are these
go
new
through that
faces?
together.
Adele, Santana.
They're new to you.
Yeah, Adele's been here a lot. Adele's been here a lot.
I remember one time, but I haven't been here forever. So
Yeah, look at the participant list that we are building. We can only have 6 on screen, and now we've got 6 on screen. That's all we can hold.
I am now freshly graduated, so I have lots of time.
You are freshly going to be joining us like you should.
Except I don't think I'll do the English to Hebrew.
Because it's too much of a challenge.
Jason,
just admit it.
It's hard for me to do 3 hours straight, and my family requests my presence.
I'm doing 4.5.
Well,
right?
You're just nuts.
Yeah, because we're doing after Weingreen, we do the Kohelet with Adele and a couple of others. So
I would be interested in sitting in on that.
And Santana and I, we meet 3 times a week together now, I guess. And
look, I forced Colton into a session last week, reading through some modern Hebrew stuff.
That's when we cracked open Lambden too.
Hey, you think you can get me a job? You work for the Hebrew place.
Speaking of which, that's why I was late today. Is that I got offered the full-time position working with.
What? Okay, shut up. I'm jealous as hell right now. Okay, all right. Let's start.
Nice.
Before I blow a gasket.
Don't blow gaskets. Blow bubbles.
I need to.
So we are in exercise 26 in Weingreen's grammar, which means that we're actually pushing pretty well through the grammar. How many exercises are there? Like 75 or something crazy?
No, I think it's less than that. I think we're over halfway through, aren't we?
I don't know.
On 26. Is that where we are?
We are on 26, yes. There is a modern Hebrew grammar, like a short one that's really nice. It uses like stories and stuff for introduction. It's called Hayesod, the fundamentals of modern Hebrew. I don't know. The fundamentals of Hebrew. I don't know. But Muriel says congratulations to.
I have to do.
Thank you, Muriel.
Oh, congratulations to you. We have a new job person and a recent graduate person. 3.551 cum laude, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, well, gentlemen.
Who are you talking about?
Me.
You're cum laude.
Yes.
Mazal tov.
Thank you.
Is that what you say in English? Cum laude?
Cum laude. But yeah, they say cum laude.
It's Latin, cum laude.
Yeah, no, nobody pronounces it right though.
Yep, cum laude.
I don't know what people say in English because I just don't listen to those kinds of things. Like I studied Latin, and Latin says cum laude. All right, so let us get into
Thank you,
this
Marielle. Thank you.
so we don't get so far behind that we don't finish.
She says
I
congratulations.
want to take number 3 because it's a big long one, and I like long translations. And so whoever wants to take number 1 and then number 2. Number 1, Shaul. Who wants to take that?
All right, I'll start. Shaulakach. Oh, are you using cookie in word order?
Yes, I changed it around.
Et charbo vayipul alea vayomer el na'aro al epala v'yad oivai.
Mm-hmm. So, this was from the end. This is from the very end of 1 Samuel, I believe. Where Saul fell on his sword, on the sword of his servant, in order to take his life.
Upon it, and he said to his attendant, lad, youth,
his boy,
do not. What?
Let me not fall. Or that I might not fall. Like he's giving the reason for his falling on the sword. That I might not fall into the hand.
That is still strange because epla is a verb form. There is no explicit.
It's adjussive. It's longer.
Yes,
long form.
But there's no object. That's what's weird.
Why would fall take an object? I fall you, I fall my phone.
No, do not let me fall.
Let me not fall. There's no object. Why would there be an object of an intransitive verb?
So that was my fault. My own translation was throwing me off. Let me not fall b'yadoi vai, by the hand of my enemies.
That's definitely possible. I would have read it into the hands, because God gave you into the hands of your enemies. Don't let me fall into the hands of my enemies, meaning they will capture me and turn me into a slave.
You could do either one.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I went to throw my watch on a charger.
Thoughts from our participants on that? Which one would you?
Yeah, we've got 2 people in live chat also. If anybody wants to complain about Jonathan's pitiful translation skills.
Oh my God. I'm the one who took a course on translation theory, Jason. Thank you very much.
I don't need to take courses on things I know naturally.
Oh my God. All right, plug my favorite brewery. I always vibe beer language studies.
Coke Zero.
A local favorite. One of them.
Local favorite in Israel. Yeah, you know what I found the other day? I found a sugar-free. What was it? Hold on, it's a Coke, Dr. Pepper, sugar-free strawberry vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
Israel.
I am disappointed.
In Israel, I never thought I'd see that.
I am disappointed that most of the unique flavors are only for the sugar-free. And I was like, do it for the regular stuff. I want my caffeine, dang it.
That doesn't disappoint me at all. I'm happy to have sugar-free stuff. All right, so the second translation exercise, if you remember the story of Jonah, it says that God cast a strong wind upon the sea. He uses this word Adonai hipil. Hipil is to cause to fall. It can be to drop, like hipalti et telephone sheli al haritzpa. I dropped my phone, but that insinuates intention, and normally we don't say that. We don't say hipalti. We say nafal li. It fell to me. But in this case, this is things that God caused to fall, or He cast. It's also using for casting lots, like to determine what is the will of God. Lehapil goral. Goral is fate. You cast fate. Okay. So number 2. Who wants to take that one?
Physical sequence, maybe. Just as what I put in the things you, Colton.
Okay, but what about how many exercise sets? Go ahead, Colton. You want to take that number 2?
I have to
Oh,
put on
sure.
my Hebrew Union college hat to cover up my balding head
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
and to rep my institution that is closing because the administration sucks.
Adonai hepil al yoshvei ha'ir avnei esh mishamayim vayashmer ota me'al pnei ha'adamah. Okay, so the Lord cast, I'm going to say threw down, caused to bring down, caused to throw, caused to fall, but cast rocks of fire upon the inhabitants of the city. Rocks fire, inhabitants of the city from the heavens. From the heavens. And let's see. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. And he,
You could take the rocks of fire whenever you have those the construct instead of rocks of fire, fiery rocks, right?
Yeah, and he destroyed them from the face from upon the face of the earth, the ground.
The ground, yeah. Yeah. So he cast rocks of fire, he cast fiery stones. Yeah. Good. There are 42 exercise sets in the grammar. The end of these sets represents very long sets of translation drills, very long. And it leads directly into the composition textbook. If you guys survived this and are interested in the next, the translation drills are very long. We started working on them on B Hebrew at one point. We started working through them. Jonathan, you remember that? You're muted, I think.
I have to step down for just a second.
I did that on purpose. I do remember that. I need to get back into that group. Is it going okay over there?
It's pretty much dead. We need to get people involved, but what can you do?
Well,
people don't like participating in forum style things anymore.
Well, maybe not as long as assholes like Carl are there. But anyway, I don't care.
Say that. I say it. You can say it. All right. So this is supposed to be 16 points. 16. Okay. I think this is 14. I'm sorry. The things are getting messed up here. Okay. So Yudevavhe, Adonai Shalach Magefa B'Yisrael, sent a plague in Israel, among the Israelites. How about we say that? The Israelites, because that's what it means, really. Vaygof Ba'am Kol Hayom Ahu, and he struck the people all that day. Vayiplu mehem rabim, and many of them fell, meaning that they died. Okay. Ki lo batchu bo, because where did my typing stop? My typing stopped. Okay. Did I bleep out for a second? Maybe I disappeared for a second. Can you guys even hear me? Nobody's responding.
We hear you.
Okay. I felt like I was on Marvel and I blipped. felt because they did not trust in him. Jonathan, keep your eyes open for Colton to return and put him back on stage. Yeah.
Yes.
And they said, and now we've got a quote by Yomru, Tov haya lanu b'Mitzrayim. It was better for us in Egypt. Notice we don't have a comparative form of adjectives, right? So it was good for us in Egypt means it was better for us in Egypt, meaning that now it sucks, like Jonathan would say, it sucks, and it was better when we were there. And now, we will fall, we will die by the sword. Before the kings of Canaan, meaning in front of them, they slay him before me, right? It's the kings of Canaan are going to kill them off with their armies. What do you think? Yes, you better say yes, because that's a dang good translation. Yeah. All right, Santana, Jonathan Santana, since you are new here to our translation group, why don't you take number 4 if you feel up to it? I assume that you're here because you want to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
You
got to have the Google document open on your computer, and there you go. Anonymous.
Why does
anonymous
it say
what?
I don't know.
Anonymous Kraken. You're a Kraken.
I don't know what that is. All right.
It's like a giant squid, I think.
Oh, all right. Lo higida hamalka ki ivriya hi vechi yatsa devar hamelech lehashmid otach ve'et beit aviha ve'et hamah.
All right, let's just look at the stress. Sorry, not higida, but higida.
Higida.
Lo higida amalka, and so phraseology. Lo higida amalka. Hi ivriya hi. The he has to go with ivriya because he is the copula. It's the verb is.
Okay.
Ki ivriya hi, because she is a Hebrew. V'chi yatzad var hamelech. So it goes together. V'chi yatzad var hamelech, because the word of the king went forth. Lashmid ota ve'et beit aviha ve'et amah. Yeah.
Okay.
You got all the vocabulary? You got the...
More or less.
Okay.
So he did not... The queen did not make... Oh, hold on. Yeah, the queen did not make it known that Ivriya, that the Hebrew is... Is that right? Ivriyahi? That the... Hebrew?
Remember that he is she is. So the queen did not say that she was a Hebrew.
Okay.
The lagid is to say or to tell, to announce.
Okay.
The way that you're translating it is like as if it were the word. Hold on, let me get this. Hodia. Make it known is hodia. She made it known, hodia. The higida is she said or told.
Okay.
So she didn't say that she was a Hebrew.
Okay, so she didn't say that she was a Hebrew. Vechi yatsa, and hold on, is that chi like the particle key?
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't have a dagesh in it.
Because it has a vowel in front of it. The shvana.
Okay, so and Devar Hamelech, and I don't know what that key is yet, but the word of the king went out.
Yeah. So the key here, both of the key are part of the higida. It's the content of her announcement. Okay. So she didn't say that she was a Hebrew, and that the word of the Lord or the word of the king went forth to destroy her.
Okay.
Meaning that the result of the king's command would be her destruction too.
Okay.
But she didn't say anything about it.
to destroy otah, her, right? The accusative pronoun or whatever. Ve'et beit aviha. So, and the house of your father and her people.
Yep. And this is Lashmid. Lashmid
Oh,
Ota.
I'm not even translating it. I'm just saying it. Oops, I should have written it down. All right. So, oops.
So the Lashmid has several objects. It has 3 objects. Lashmid is to destroy or to cause to come to naught, to destroy her, to destroy her father's household, and to destroy her people. Mm-hmm.
And that look right?
Yep.
Okay.
But not your father, but her father.
Oh, third person. Yeah. Okay. Her father.
All right, number 5. I think Jonathan went. We've had Jonathan. Colton is back and nobody said anything. I told Jonathan to keep an eye out for you, but he didn't.
He took too long.
He did take a long time. He was indisposed.
ADD. I can't. It's hard for me to keep track of those things.
I wasn't worried about it. I was just going to start writing.
So we've had Jonathan. We've had Colton, me. Now we've had Santana. So we've got Adele and Galen for 5 and 6.
Okay. So number 5. ויאמר המלך אל יצחק, לא ידעתי מי עשה את הדבר הרע הזה, ואתה לא הגעת לי ואנוכי לא שמעתי.
So remember that if you've got a D and a T up beside each other, it's higadita. Higadita.
Yeah. Thank you. The king said to Isaac, said to Isaac, I did not know who has done this evil matter. Yeah. And you did not make it known to me. Will you buy that? And I did not hear. Correct?
The king said to Isaac. And so you want to use quotation marks. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Comma and then quotation. So it is normal for yadati, even though it's technically the katal form, it's normally used for the present tense. I do not know.
Okay.
So I don't know who has done this evil thing or this evil matter. And you didn't tell me, and I didn't hear it. Or I didn't hear. You didn't tell me. You didn't make it known. Again, make known would be more like lehudia. Lehodia. Lehodia
Yeah,
is to make known, and lehagid is to announce or to say.
To announce to me. Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't tell me. You didn't announce to me,
You didn't-
and I didn't hear. I didn't hear
no, no.
it. Just like you said, you didn't make it known, or you didn't tell it to me. Yeah, you didn't tell me,
Me.
and I didn't hear it. Okay,
Sorry.
great. Number 6, we're at Galen.
It's up to me, okay. Paro kara el Yosef v'yomer elav hugad li ki ish hacham ata yodea chalomot v'ata haged li et
I'm
hachalom.
sorry. I want to break something real quick.
Yeah.
As far as the connection of clitics to verbs, hugadli. The li has to join to that verb. It's a clitic. Like it was surely said to me. Hugadli. Like that, it goes together. And then the word ata after the word chacham is again the copula. So it's not ata yodea, you know, but it's ish chacham ata. Ish chacham ata, you are a wise man. And then the yodea is adjectival. Yodea chalomot. So ish chacham ata, yodea chalomot. As far as the breaking up of phrases.
And this is an emphatic, with an emphatic always is an infinitive, and then what form is this?
Which, I'm sorry, huged. Huged is an infinitive absolute of the pual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Not pual. Sorry, this is hufal.
Hofal.
Yeah.
Hofal, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, okay. Ki ish hacham ata yodea chalomot.
Yes.
V'ata haged li et hachalom asher chalamti.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes.
So,
Sorry, I'm a stickler about the phrasing, but it's kind of important for understanding what's going on.
No, it makes it. Sometimes it's just difficult because, of course, the word order is different. So when I'm reading it, I'm lagging behind and I'm not saying it in the proper.
That's fine. Somebody's got a bunch of background noise.
So I got scared that if I left.
So you can mute yourself until the background noise stops. Yeah. Is that Adele? I can mute.
It's me, Ash.
I got you. I got you muted. I think even on Biblingo recently on their podcast, they talked about the use of infinitive absolutes and getting away from translating them as surely or whatever. But I didn't get how they would normally how they prefer they be translated. But I still go with surely.
Surely. So,
Do you know which episode that was?
No, I don't memorize Biblingo.
I mean, I don't either. But you said it was recent. I'm just trying to think which recent.
It must have been because it's like it's oh, that's not. I was meaning to open it on the other browser. Let's see, youtube.com.
It was at the episode where the guy was also talking about that. He said that Yiddish also has infinitive absolute.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like I had it on in the background. I didn't really pay attention as much as I should have. Can you maybe find that?
Yeah, I wonder if it's. I think I've heard that one too.
no,
I just remember that they were saying that they didn't like using it as surely. but I didn't really listen like well enough. I was engaged in other things. I didn't listen well enough to really catch their argument. Pharaoh called to Joseph, and he said to him, "Surely tell me." Or no, not. It's not an imperative. It's not imperative. It's the past tense. It has surely been told to me.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you have Cyrillic.
Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. I think it was that. That
Are you
guy.
sure? Yeah, it's studying the biblical languages. He interviewed Scott Callahan, who wrote his dissertation on it. I bet.
Yeah, that's the one. It's on Biblingo. Biblingo, no?
No, it's studying the biblical languages.
Oh.
It's the guy. His name is.
So you see how badly I paid attention. I didn't even notice it wasn't Biblingo. I just think that anything that's good on YouTube about biblical languages is Biblingo.
They do come from the same school in terms of like they're actually linguistically focused, and it's not within just the biblical studies world.
Now tell me the dream which I dreamt. Yes, good. All right.
Maybe not.
I don't know parenthetical, but yeah, that seems fine to me. Number 7. We are back to Jonathan. I thought I'd put everybody in order according to the order that they started. Jonathan, Colton, me.
You did. Jonathan dropped out for a second.
I did, yeah. All right.
Number 7. And now Colton gets a huge one.
ותכבודנה עיני יצחק ויאמר אל
Badna.
יעקב. Huh?
Why tichbadna and not tichbodna? Because it's a stative verb. The statives tend to take a in that syllable. Tichbad,
very good
not
job,
tichbod.
Colton. I didn't know that. Or at least I did, but I forgot it.
Yeah. In the Biblingo curriculum, it's the ones we call the F-alls, Jonathan Santana, yeah.
F-alls?
F-alls, yeah, they just use the...
F-al.
That's freaking stupid.
Besides, as opposed to F-ol.
Yeah, well, Biblingo can go F itself. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, it's a good way to remember because like tilmad instead of tilmod. You don't say tilmod, you will learn. You say tilmad.
Yeah, you just have to know.
Tishkav.
Just have
Tishkav,
to
you will lie down, not tishkov.
So, ותכבדנה עיני יצחק ויאמר אל יעקב העומד לפניו גשה אליי וידעתי.
The short form of gsha is gash. Gash elai, gsha elai.
Yes, and then
it's like lech, lecha.
Yeah.
Lecha, lech.
וידעתי ha'atabane im lo. That's
Viyadati.
yes, because it's real perfect. So the accent retreats, or not retreats, advances. Oh,
right.
No,
so
retreats.
What's it mean?
It retreats. Okay, so I would do the eyes of Isaac became heavy.
Meaning that he couldn't see very well, right?
Right. And he said, well, I don't know if that's true because usually if he can't see very well, the text says they became dim. But maybe he's just using a word that we know. And he said to Jacob, whoops, sorry. I don't know why that happens. And he said
to Jacob,
Ha'omed, the one standing before him.
Yeah.
Or who was.
So it would be who was, right? It's a relative clause. He said to Jacob, who was standing before him.
Nagash, approach me, right?
Gsha elai, gsha. Come close to me.
Yeah. Approach or draw near something like that.
What's the infinitive? To approach, to draw near.
Yes.
Lageshet.
So I might know an
This, but I'll just say real quick. I'm sorry that this word lageshet, to approach, is a mixed form. In the future, yigash, it's going to be. It feels like it's nifal, nigash. Nigash it's sometimes nifal and sometimes kal. So lageshet is kal, gisha or gash is kal, but nigash is nifal. It's a mixed paradigm. So in some forms it's nifal and other forms it's kal. They're mixed together.
Yeah. So that I might know whether or not, whoops, not cow. No.
What's cow?
I corrected a typo. Whether or not you are my son. So this is an interesting construction, this whether or not, starting with an interrogative. I'm guessing you take it as whether or not because of the imlo construction.
You could say whether you are my son or not.
Mm-hmm.
The imlo is the or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But where do you get the whether? Like, what's the construction that indicates?
Ha means if, yes or no. Ha. Ha is ha'im.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. I just did it instinctually, but I wasn't sure why. So thank you.
All right, Colton, you've got a long translation.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Look at that, Vayigash. Let's look up the form real quick.
He's got a freaking long one. That's what she said.
Jonathan.
I know.
So let's see. Academia. Academia ללשון העברית. עברית. Right there we got. I think the root is nagash. Nagash.
Yeah, I believe that's right. That's what I think it is too.
So in the future, it uses the kal, egash, tigash, and so on. In the present, the imperative, it's got the kal, gash, gshi, shu. But all the others is the nifal. So the nifal is the past, nigashti and such, and the present tense, nigash, nigeshet. So the nifal is used for the past and the present, but the kal is used for the imperative in the future. Happy to know.
All right. ויגש יהודה אל יוסף, ויאמר אליו, ידבר נא עבדך דבר באוזני אדוני. הנה אבינו זקן מאוד, והיה אם לא יחיה הנער, thank you, איתנו ומת.
The umet is the apodosis of the conditional. If the boy, then our father will die.
ואתה אם טוב בעיניך אנוכי אהיה עבד לאדוני תחת אחי.
לאדוני
תחת אחי. אחי, there we go, I'll get that out eventually. והלך הוא הביתה אל אביו. ויהי כשמוע יוסף את דבריו, ויאמר עליהם, גשו נא אלי, ויגשו אליו, וידבר עליהם לאמור, אני יוסף אשר מכרתם אותי מצרימה.
אשר מכרתם אותי
מצרימה.
Sorry, Jason, did you get rid of the weird guy? Or
no, he stopped writing.
Okay, good. All right. Sorry, Yak. Just keep it to Hebrew.
I told him, I said we don't do identity politics here. So Judah approached Joseph and said to him,
Let your servant speak a word. A word in the ear of my Lord.
So when he says your servant, he means me, right?
Yeah, right.
Not talking about another person.
Sorry, I'll put the quotation mark in. Don't yell at me.
Mhm.
A word in the ear of my
So ozen, and ozne. Ozne is ears.
ears of my
Ears
Lord.
of my Lord. Hine avinu zaken me'od.
Behold, our father is very old.
Are.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's because, in the Midwest you say our, and our,
Yeah.
our father. It's supposed to be our father. Our.
And if so
And it
and
shall be if.
yeah, it will be if. It shall be if, sure. If the lad is not with us, he will die.
And the he is our father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now if meow. Now
Meow,
if
meow.
if it is good in your eyes, I will be your servant. I will be a servant to my Lord.
A slave. You will be a slave.
Fine.
You will be a slave.
Slave to my Lord.
And my Lord means
Joseph.
you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yeah.
They speak in the third person about themselves and about the person they're talking to.
Instead of
So when he says your servant or your slave, he says me. And when he says my Lord, he means you. It's really second person.
Instead of my brother, so that he may go to the house of his father. And it will be.
It was. This is the past.
Yeah, sorry.
So the quotation is over. This is a reaction to what was said.
Yeah. And it was when Joseph heard.
And it came to pass.
His words. He said to them.
Meaning his brothers.
Said to them, come ye near to me.
And they did come near to him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Colton, you're so 1611. Catch up.
But you got to go back to the old paths.
They did come near unto him.
Are you one of those King James only guys? Come on, Colton.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out the King James and start correcting the Greek and the Hebrew from it.
I have a King James 1611 somewhere in one of these boxes.
That's amazing.
It's my favorite Bible besides the Hebrew Bible.
And he spoke to them, saying,
hopefully that's a very, very large gap between the two.
You guys know which is my favorite Hebrew Bible?
The Aleppo Codex.
Yes.
The Aleppo Codex, but we don't have the Torah in the Aleppo Codex. So it's they made an official Bible of the Hebrew University in Jerusalem, and it's called the Jerusalem Crown because the Aleppo Codex is called the Aleppo Crown. It's Keter Aram Tsova. And so they made a Bible from the official Bible of the Hebrew University called the Jerusalem Crown. Let's see. And I think I put it here. I thought I put it here. Because I went through some stuff today. It isn't here. I thought it was in that top box, so I was going to pull it out. The Jerusalem Crown is my favorite print Bible.
Apparently, I'm not the only one with ADD.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was
kidding.
gonna say, it'd be different, but this next one's Jason's.
All right, we have 15 minutes to finish 7 exercises. Let's go.
Oh my. Number 9, Moshe tza'ak el Adonai lemor. Oh my, that's Hebrew. Moses cried out unto Yudevavhe, saying, this is what he said. Lama shlachtani el paro. Why did you send me to Pharaoh? Ki chbid alehem et avodah. For he has made the work heavier upon them. He's made it more difficult for them. Vehatzel lo itzalta et amecha. And you surely did not deliver your people. Or save your people. Deliver, save. I don't know what the difference is between salvation and deliverance. You did, like, Latzil is to save, and Leoshia is to deliver, but I don't really know what the difference is.
My professor would say that.
Your distraction. We have 20,000 exercises to go through.
Well, okay. Then.
So,
all right.
so next is Santana.
Ko amar Adonai al tevakesh et Yeshua Mitzrayim ki nafol tepol Mitzrayim becharev.
Bacherev becomes becharev in pause. Because of the same rule of echad, the thing we talked about in the last session, where achat becomes echat, e'a, because the chet has the guttural. There you go.
All right.
Oh, you're doing the same thing. You're pulling a Jason, writing in Hebrew. While you put that together and they criticize you, because that's what we were very good at as language nerds, I'm going to try to find that Bible real quick.
This thing is a little laggy. Yeshuat Misraim, Yeshuat. Oh.
Not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It's just for the sake of congruity.
I found it.
Because would that be because, or would that be for? I don't know.
Don't seek the salvation of Egypt. The salvation of Egypt. Don't try to save Egypt.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see this, but it's like embossed on the front. It says Shalu Shalom Yerushalayim. I think. Shalu Shalom Yerushalayim. Yishkon Ohalecha. No,
What is it?
Ahavecha. Those who love you shall. Yish.
There we go.
What's the word? I don't know.
Click on it.
But this is the Jerusalem Crown. And it's designed to look like the Aleppo Codex. But they filled in the parts that we don't have from the Leningrad Codex.
So why do you like the Aleppo Codex the most?
Because it's the best Bible that there is.
Nafol.
That was the most non-answer he could have given you, Galen. Don't feel bad.
It's true though. I mean, the fact that we lost large portions of the Aleppo Codex is one of the biggest depressing points in history for me. This is mispointing.
Okay, what do I do with that? Nafol tipol mitzrayim becherev. I understand.
Nafol tipol, it shall surely fall. Egypt shall surely fall.
For Egypt shall surely fall. So that that nafol is what? Is that a call?
That's the infinitive
passive?
absolute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
the
used to
call
it with
infinitive absolute. Yeah.
Okay.
So Egypt shall surely fall by the sword.
The uh-oh. Uh-oh is the absolute.
Okay.
We get it in the... it's easy to remember that because what are the first two vowels of absolute? So, oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to 11. Vayugad le David lemo. This would be Adele.
Sure. ויגד לדוד לאמור, הנה גבורי שאול באים להרגך,
להורגך, to kill you.
וימלט דוד בלילה ההוא, וינצל מידם, ויהלל את שם אדוני, ויאמר אליך אדוני התפללתי, או מכל צורתי הצלני. Hitzaltani. Sorry, I'm kind of phased out a little bit. So, Vayogad the David Lamor, and Game of Neged. So, David came close and said, "That's Vayogad."
There's no coming close. It's just it was said to David.
Okay. It was said to David, behold, the men of Shaul, or the warriors of Saul are coming to kill you. Coming to kill you, and David flee that night, right?
It was said to David, behold, and so that's a quotation. It was said to David, saying,
delivered.
Behold, the warriors of Saul are coming to kill you. And that's the end of the quote. And David fled. David escaped that night. To flee are two words, lanus or livroach.
Okay.
Livroach. That's to flee, but to limalet is to be rescued, to escape. To be rescued, to escape, to get out of trouble. And he escaped on that night, and he was saved from their hands. Okay.
Okay.
And technically,
the name of
he praised the name of who? Yudhevape. Like it's a personal name.
Yudhevape. Saying
it's literally and said.
My prayer.
But prayer would be tefilati, but this says hitpalalti. I have prayed.
I have prayed.
I have prayed unto you, O Yud He Vav He.
Prayed you. I prayed unto you.
And then just what his name is. I have prayed unto you, Yud He Vav He.
It's not there. Oh yeah, right. And you delivered me from my Soraya and whose
My Sarotai would be my troubles.
troubles.
You have saved me from my troubles, from all my troubles. You can't join two sentences together without a conjunction. I have prayed unto you, Yud He Vav He, and you have saved me from all my troubles. Yeah. Period.
I appreciate helping me. Thank you.
I'm like, it's only because we are out of time completely.
Thank you.
So number 12, I would say let's go ahead and grab it real quick. Galen, if you want to grab number 12, and then some of us have gone through already and finished the rest, just so you have them.
Oh, okay. Bnei Yisrael yar'u migeshet el hagibor. Yehi hadavar ra.
I guess you don't need me to stick around anymore because
you don't want to do English to Hebrew with us.
Well, people took my verses. I didn't know we were translating ahead.
No, we were not. We're just trying to finish it up so we can go to the next thing.
Right, but I could have done my verses. But that's all right.
There's no ownership. It's just finishing the thing up so we can go.
Right.
All right, so Bnei Yisrael yar'u migeshet el hagibor.
ויחי הדבר רע מאוד בעיני דוד, ויאמר בלבו החרתה את ראשו מעליו, וידעו אויבינו כי יש אלוהים בישראל, ואנחנו בוטחים בו. Okay. The Israelites feared drawing near to the warrior. And this was a very bad thing in the eyes of...
Technically, hadavar has to be the subject. This was a very bad thing, but the thing was very bad.
This thing was very bad.
There's no this though. You don't see the word this. It just says the thing. The thing was very bad in the eyes, and by the thing it means the matter, the issue, the whatever.
They feared drawing near to the warrior. Mm-hmm. And he said in his heart.
Which means he told himself, right?
He told himself, yeah. I will cut his head from upon him.
Yeah, maybe cut off. Let's say cut off his head. I should cut off his head from upon him.
From upon him sounds a little more dramatic, I guess. We'll cut his head off, and our enemies will know that God is with.
How about there is a God? There is a God in Israel.
Yes.
Our enemies know that there is a God in Israel.
And we have faith in him, or we're having faith in him.
We trust in him.
We trust him. Okay. Betach. Okay.
All right. The rest of these you can see here, but we are going to. all these comments. Anyway, these are the rest of them. We're going to continue in English to Hebrew in the next session. Jonathan, are you going to stick around with us?
I'm not.
Of course not. You hate us.
Come on.
All right, so I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much.
3 straight hours. Not all of us are cyborgs like you, and we can just keep going and going.
I have a
Yeah, but now we have the copy of the Jerusalem crown, so we should just sit and read the Bible together.
That sounds good, but I got a newborn to get to.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, well, babies
see you,
take
folks.
precedent.
Hopefully, I'll see you next
All right.
week.
Whoever's sticking around, come with me to the
Next week.
Patreon only.
All right.
Bye, guys. Welcome
Bye,
aboard,
Jonathans.
Jonathan.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.